marriages were very sacred and it used to be this union that was really pure. But today, there is rampant infidelity in marriages.
Certain people do certain kind of activities that just go beyond that line, with moral line.
People die and come back in life.
Yeah.
The newcomers, who do you think is overrated?
All of them. If you want to hate me, hate me. If you want to like my work, like me. I really hope.
Hey guys, this is Manjari Mukherjee and you are watching me on Paparazzi channel. I'm at Spunky Goa Cafe. And adding a spunk to my conversation today is someone, you know him, you've seen him, you're curious about him, you're dying to know who is he. Well, the nation wants to know who he is. I know, but I think it's time that you guys come to know what a phenomenal personality he is. Well, introducing none other than Ratan Pratap on Pop Diaries.
Thank you so much, Manjari. What a lovely introduction. Thank you. I don't know if the nation wants to know, but we will tell
The
them.
nation wants to know.
Whether they
You
want to
haven't
know
seen
or
the
not, we will
comments.
tell them.
No, but जानना है आपको. But seriously, the nation does want to know. Because I see I have people calling me and asking me,
Yeah.
who is he? And I am telling them that there is a personality like this. Yes, he's an actual personality. No, सच में
So
है.
people are thinking I was AI generated.
कुछ लोगों को ये भी लगा है. So I want you to tell the audience exactly who you are and what it is that makes you Ratan. You know, sometimes it's a very trick question, people don't get that, but I want you to tell the audience who you are.
I mean, work-wise, you want me to tell them what?
Yeah, let's start with work for you.
I've been a presenter for 8 years now. I started off by hosting digital shows, and I was launched on a live broadcast network. After that, I started doing television. I hosted a few dance reality shows, and I have just started. I'm midway into my acting assignment now. So
And that's a phenomenal achievement, guys. I have to tell you, it's not easy to come from a background which has absolutely no influence in this industry and make your way so phenomenally well out there. And I know that people would say कि यार हमें विश्वास ही नहीं हो रहा, but you will come to know. You will come to know. That is exactly why we are sitting in a conversation right now with you. But I want to know, just like Ori, you know, these days sensational होना एक बहुत important चीज होती है.
Yeah.
And we're talking about sensational stuff, you know. So, like how people are asking, who is he?
yeah,
यही सेम चीज उनको भी पूछा गया था.
Yeah.
उनके लिए कि who is he?
Yeah.
What does he do? Why is
Yeah.
he everywhere suddenly? So ऐसा something you also want to know in your life कि हाँ सब लोग ऐसे पूछ रहे हैं already लेकिन और पूछो. Is there a strategy like that happening in your
no,
mind?
there's no strategy. I have no PR head sitting behind and making strategies for me. I can't afford it. But I want to be known for my work. I don't want to be known for getting in and out of the gym. You know, I mean, I'm not taking a diss on anybody, but I actually work for a living, and I would love for people to get to know my work. People who already know my work, I would like to do something better. And of course, for people who don't know my work, I'm not saying I've done some exceptional work where people will remember me by. I understand if people don't know me and they want to, understand more. And I just want to do some good work now where this question stops.
I know.
Yeah.
Seriously, because I think people should know that. Firstly, I would also cheering on that. Okay? That you guys have to know that he has won the Host of the Year award through India Finance Council. If I'm not wrong. Yes, exactly. I got it right. So, firstly, congratulations.
Thank you.
One cheers for that.
Cheers.
Please. Thank you.
Thank you.
And उसी जगह पे I want to tell you कि congratulations, it's not an easy achievement. I am a host myself, so I know how difficult this whole thing is to do. सब लोगों को लगता है कि कितना effortlessly कर लेते हैं. बैठ के बात तो करनी है, लेकिन वैसे नहीं होता. There's a lot of things that you need to keep in mind when you talk to someone. So, how has this journey come along for you? What have you learned the most? And I also want to know, when it comes to awards, there's a preconceived notion in everybody's head nowadays.
Yeah.
Why subscripted?
Yeah.
Everything is bought.
Yeah.
But what do you have to say about
It is very true.
it? It is?
Most
So-
awards are scripted and bought, but only the televised ones. Awards which are affiliated to the government, they do not script them. It's very simple. So, firstly, there are not many commercial awards that recognize the work of a presenter. You will rarely see Host of the Year on Filmfare or IFAR. This
Yes.
category does not exist,
Absolutely.
which is sad.
Yeah.
But there are government organizations that do recognize the work and they felicitate you. So in such award shows, what happens is they just send you a letter that you won this award. Please come and collect it. So it's not like you're going there and you're nominated. Whether you will win it or not, you'll find out over there and you're acting. All that doesn't happen. Only the people who are winning the award come. They receive the award from whichever state dignitary and they leave. So that's the difference between government and commercial awards.
Wow. That's why people think that those are completely सब कुछ होता है.
But उसमें होता it does happen, and I've been a part of one of them where I hosted in exchange for something. So there is a barter that you do. So I hosted a segment, and in exchange they gave me something,
Oh.
not
wow.
monetary, and I'm sure something meaning they gave me an award in exchange of hosting a segment. So
Scandalous.
that was I think 4 years ago or something. So that was a private award show. I'm not very proud of it, but at that time, that's what my manager said कि नहीं कर लो,
Yeah.
कुछ PR हो जाएगा. So I was like, okay,
Yeah.
let me do
it's
it.
a survival
So it happens.
everything,
In
yeah.
private award shows, this is the norm.
Oh, wow. I
Yeah.
didn't know about it.
I'm sure there must be some, I mean, I don't want to be blasted by people. Maybe there might be some genuine ones, but I haven't come across any private genuine award show.
Me too. But you know, I've got this tasty treats in front of me. Would like to taste something?
What do you want to taste?
I love pasta, so I'll go with the pasta.
Okay, let's both of us try the pasta and see if it's any good.
अच्छा नहीं हुआ तो मैं आज पक
अच्छा नहीं हुआ तो भी बोलना है बहुत अच्छा है ना.
नहीं अच्छा ही होगा श्योर.
It's actually very good. It's very good.
You take the chicken. The chicken
I
really is good.
couldn't get it back. It's chicken.
It's very good. Wow. It's really good. So, go to my next question. My question is because I am also very curious about you, honestly
Yeah.
speaking. I've never sat down with someone who's been a host before.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think last I sat down was with Ayushman Khurana.
See now he's stopped hosting. He's a proper.
Yeah.
He's a successful actor now.
But now
Do you want?
you're also
Can I
the
have
same.
this?
Yeah, sure.
alongside?
Please go.
I'm very hungry. I haven't had my lunch.
Oh, please go ahead.
Yeah.
Eat everything. But I want to know how this acting thing is happening for you. Like, how did you stumble upon into acting? Because हमेशा ऐसा नहीं होता कि जो
Yeah.
host है वो acting ही करे.
Yeah.
कभी-कभार उनका वही होता है कि हम anchoring करेंगे,
Yeah.
hosting करेंगे. So how did acting come to you?
So I did not even think that I could act. Let's start with that. I know I'm a good host and I'm very proud of it, but I don't know if I'm a great actor or not. I mean, you don't actually think about these things, right? And I come from a place called Nagpur. I was born and brought up there. So even to say that you want to be an actor is something that people would laugh at you. Right? I mean, it's something to be mocked about. So I never really had any dreams of being an actor. During COVID is when an OTT platform came to me and they said that they wanted to experiment. That's when the OTT had suddenly risen during COVID. And they wanted to do something with me, an acting assignment. And then they gave me workshops. They were very kind. They're the first people who gave me, I did a 3-month workshop with them while everybody was locked into their homes. I was doing my workshops. And by the end of it, the show that I was doing, that I was supposed to do, did not materialize. This was right after COVID. So then I thought, okay, maybe it's not for me. And then again, one of my friends, he's a writer, so he wrote something, and he wrote it with me in his mind. And then it took about a year for a platform to pick it up. And then we started working on it. So now we are way through the show. But there have been a lot of hits and misses also, by the way. So once I decided that okay, I can do this, and I would like to probably pursue it on the side as well. I haven't stopped hosting, by the way. I'm still a presenter primarily. Plus, none of my acting work has come out, so you can't technically call me an actor. I think I lost my chain of thought. What was I saying?
Acting.
Yeah.
Acting, how it came to
So I just started learning through workshops, and then I thought it's also a good revenue model. Acting pays you much more than hosting.
obviously.
So let's see when the show comes out and what's the kind of response that I get, and if people want to see me, then I'll continue acting or I'll get back to hosting.
I think that's a very balanced look.
Yeah, I mean I'm not.
This career. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not very crazy that oh no, I want to do this in this only.
Yeah.
I need to. I mean, I have to survive, so I'll do anything to survive.
Wow, that's great. But I want to know, actually, it's very easy for people who are influencers
Yeah.
and creators right now because social media is such a big platform for everyone, right?
Yeah,
And it is like immensely popular of a thing right now कि कोई अगर बहुत popular face हो गया है influencer या creator, take them in mind.
yeah,
Give them a role.
yeah,
तो वो बहुत easily available हो गया है
Yeah.
for influencers out there.
Yeah.
So this thing sometimes can get very unfair because people are actually talented and looking for even small bits
Yeah.
and pieces of roles and characters. What do you have to say about that?
I would be hypocritical if I said that oh, it's really sad because technically that's how I got found out, not because of my crazy acting skills. That's how I got discovered by somebody. So. But then again, if you see whatever an influencer today is getting as an acting assignment, it's all none of them are primary characters. They're all secondary characters. They are important. I'm not saying that they are not, but you would not see them leading a movie or leading a big budget movie or even a small one. And also the craze for influencers has died down. If you notice in the last 1-2 years, I think during COVID is when or maybe I am just aging, I don't know. Maybe I am getting over it. But during COVID, suddenly there was this emergence of all these influencers and OTT platforms.
Yes.
And then 1-2 years down the line, 2022, 23, is when it started fading, I feel. So, and is it unfair? It's definitely unfair because there are a lot of talented actors who are looking for an opportunity. But then again, everything in this entertainment industry is unfair. There's
That's also
nothing
very
that's yeah.
That's also very true. But it also depends on the kind of people who are surrounding yourself with. I mean, just like you said, that there was a friend who wrote something keeping you in mind.
Yeah.
We don't need to keep friends like those. I think it is very important in this industry. There's this motto that to be in the right place with the right
Right
people
time.
at the right time.
Yeah.
That really hits home.
But technically, I did not become friends with that person so that he could write something.
No,
That-
obviously.
He
It's
got
just
married to one of my very
chances.
close friends,
Okay.
and that's how I came across him. And he was in the process of creating something at that time. And then he just thought he wanted to work with me. He liked my energy.
You became his date.
That will be stretching it a bit too far. But
He's very modest. Very modest. Okay, moving on.
yeah.
I want to know what is that one thing that you really want people to come to know about you because sometimes it feels a little the industry is the industry is very unfair.
Yeah.
But when people talk about you, they
Yeah.
talk about the brand appearances, they talk about the outfits.
Yeah.
But when little people talk about the talent, the
Yeah.
hard work that you have been putting in to be where you are today,
Yeah.
what do you have to say about that? What do you want that person watching you, that audience watching you to know? Like one thing, please remember this one.
Remember me however you want to. It's fine. If you want to hate me, hate me. If you want to like my work, like me. I really don't care.
Really?
Yeah. Because
Where do you get
I'm
this
not.
Zen personality? I
No,
mean,
because
we are living in a toxic world.
Yeah, but I'm not entitled like that. Like I'm not. I don't think everybody should know about my work. Everybody should respect me. Everybody should ठीक है, अगर आपको कुछ पसंद आया मेरा, then do that, and if you didn't, then don't. If you like what I wear, cool. If you don't, it's fine. You're entitled to your opinion. It's all right. So I'm okay with not with people not appreciating my work and appreciate or just not speaking about my work and speaking about other things. Does it bother me? Not really. But would it be nice to be known for my work? Definitely.
Of course.
Yeah.
Anybody would want that.
Yeah.
Right? I completely agree.
Yeah.
But the fact that I just told you, the fact that you're so content right
Yeah.
now, and you don't have that space where you're wanting things continuously. You're just content. I want to do my work. I want to keep my focus completely on work. How do you get that kind of a thing, especially when you belong to an industry which is so fast paced? Like
Yeah.
in a blink of an eye, everything is changing every day.
Yeah.
So how do you hold on to that kind of a content?
I wouldn't say that I'm content because I haven't achieved any great thing to be content. I wouldn't even say I'm relaxed. People, often get confused with my state of how I am as somebody who's not ambitious or somebody who's very easy about their work, but I'm not. So, I am very ambitious, and at the same time, I know things take time. I know the reality of how the entertainment industry works and how much effort needs to be put in, and it's a very uncertain business. So I'm aware of these facts and I've accepted them. So if whatever I'm doing, if it turns fruitful, then great. If it doesn't, I have other things to do. So I have the ground realities are very clear in my mind. Plus, like I said before, I'm not from Mumbai, and I did not know anybody till I came here, and then I started to get to know people by the virtue of my work. So just the fact, if I look at myself 8 years ago, and if I look at myself today, and what I've been able to do, because it's been 8 years that I'm working. I'm giving this interview after 8 years of work. So I think that I've done pretty well for myself, and I'm happy with whatever little I'm getting. I would like to get 1,000 times more, but I'm not going crazy over it or losing my sleep. I'm
That's a
fine.
nice thing.
Yeah.
I recommend this whole pattern of living to you. I recommend everybody this pattern of living myself also.
No, but people actually, this mindset, people often confuse it for being very nonchalant. I'm not nonchalant. I am very focused. I am very ambitious. It's just that I am a little peaceful. I'm at peace with where I am.
But sometimes, and the reason why I asked you is because sometimes I see people who are creating a stir about
Yeah.
themselves or trying to grab that last bit of attention
Yeah.
that they can hold on to, because it is so difficult to hold
Yeah.
on to attention these days,
Yeah.
especially with the audiences,
Yeah.
to make people talk about them.
Yeah.
Certain people do certain kinds of PR activities that just go beyond that line,
Yeah.
with moral line.
People die and come back in a day. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, exactly my point. And that is for brand awareness. Oh my god.
But to be honest, the whatever cause that person died for, it actually picked up. So kudos to her. Whatever her
Yes.
intention may be, but
Yes.
but people are more aware of cervical.
Personally, do you?
I would not do it, but I would not judge somebody else doing it either. I'm okay with other people do. Like for example, there have been opportunities that have been presented to me where they like pretend to be. There's a dance show where couples participate. Wouldn't name it. So pretend to be dating somebody. You have to pretend to date this person and then get on this show.
Oh my
So
god.
people do all this also, but I've stayed away from such PR tactics.
But have you ever thought, कल लेंगे एक बार तो करेंगे?
No, because it's not gonna help in longevity.
In the long-
Yeah, there. I don't want to be famous for 2 months and then be forgotten for the rest of my life. And I don't want. This doesn't work. This clickbait thing does not work for me. It's just, I just don't agree with it personally.
We're not going to talk more about it. But moving on, I want to know about the tag culture, which is so right, and the reason why people keep talking about, your pack opinions and this stuff,
Yeah.
and they keep on so there is one thing that I feel, this is my personal opinion, I feel that sometimes celebrities get back.
Yeah.
They become very hesitant to admit whether they have tipped them off or not.
Yeah.
I don't understand that. I mean, it's a pack culture. Everybody
Yeah.
knows. Either way, so everybody knows. I mean, how they pull out.
Yeah.
What's the harm in admitting it?
Yeah. I don't know. You'll have to ask them why they're not admitting it.
But have you ever done it yourself?
Yeah. 50% of my what you see has been tipped off by my team, because if you see me getting in and out of an event, if you see me sometimes at the airport, but 50% is organic also. So
Obviously.
tipping off is, see, I need visibility. I need people to see what I'm doing. So if I'm going to host an event, I'm wearing, my team has sourced an outfit. We need to show that outfit across. We need to put the look across. And paparazzi is the best way to do that.
Absolutely.
So in the scheme of things as a business, you have to be visible to people so that they, because if the show is not televised, what is your other means of,
To make sure that you are visible out there to the
exactly,
audience.
exactly.
Exactly. And
So
that's
social
nice.
media is the only way.
Yeah.
And even at the airport, there is a team of, so I know that there's a team of people at the airport who they work in shifts, but you don't know who's going to be on which level at what time.
Yeah.
So if you want to make sure that they are on the same level, like P6,
Yeah.
when you're leaving, then you have to tip them off.
Obviously.
So
Otherwise, पता कैसे चलेगा कि काम है?
exactly, they could be having tea somewhere else, and then your good outfit will get missed out. I am really grateful to the fans and the media in general. They've been very kind to me. Sometimes they write shit about me also, but even that has helped me in my PR. So
But
it's all worked well for me.
writing shit about you.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I've seen you saying this thing that all married couples are cheating on each other.
Yeah.
Now we're talking about dating and talking about marriage as an institution. What do you have to say about that? I mean, why this statement? Why?
So I actually never said all married couples. I said most married couples.
Okay,
There's
there
a
you go.
difference. No, there's a difference.
Okay.
No, not all married couples are cheating. Most married couples are cheating.
But
Now
why?
this is my opinion. I don't know why people get offended on this. If I say
I'm not offended. I'm
if
just trying to understand what, because I don't see. I personally don't believe in the institution of marriage myself.
yeah,
But that is because I love being single.
yeah.
I love my independence and everything. So obviously it will change with time or it might not. But
Yeah.
what does this statement mean that most married couples are cheating on each other?
So
Is it
Firstly,
because
I
of the
did not-
industry that you live in?
no, I did not randomly go and see this. I was asked why am I single.
Oh, okay.
So I, in return, said, what's the point of being married when most married couples, irrespective, are cheating together? Now, the reality of marriage is so very sacred and supposed to be this union that was really pure. But traditionally in our country, there have always been our parents' generation, our grandparents' generation. But today, there is rampant infidelity in marriages. Whether or not you are willing to accept it is the truth. And I'm not speaking out of experience because I've never been married, but I'm speaking out of experience of the people that I've observed around me that are married. And there are a lot of them.
Yeah.
Most of them are cheating. So, most of them are unhappy. There are some that are happy also, but the percentage of happy versus unhappy is very sad.
Yeah, the margin is too great.
The margin is too great, and you cannot. I think another problem that I feel like is there's so much pressure in our society, built by parents, built by relatives, on us since childhood. Marriage is supposed to be a milestone in your life, like that you're supposed to do. Like people are treating it as something they have to do. I think marriage is something you should do if you want to do. If you found the right partner, then definitely I am pro marriage. I'm not against marriage, by the way. I would love to get married if I am certain about somebody. I don't want to be married. Oh, you're going to be hitting 30 in 2 years. Let's get married. This is the right age. Oh, you have to prove it to people. Let's get married. No. I would like to get married if I feel it from within and if I find the right partner.
So have you found the right partner?
No.
I think $1 million question था. इसमें तो बोला yes, but what is the right partner?
I can't describe the right partner for me because I haven't found her yet. So once I find her,
I have this thing that I want to take off.
I have no prototype. I have no prototype. I don't know. Sometimes it just happens. Two people meet and then that spark just happens, and then वो बुरी चीजें भी अच्छी में कन्वर्ट हो जाती है और वो सब हो जाता है. And then 1-2 साल उसको देखना चाहिए कि वो actually अच्छा लग रहा है क्या. And then decide. But getting back to marriage, the reason for marriage should be very clear. You can't be married because you want to prove something to somebody. You can't be married because you want children. Now people say I'm getting married because I want children. One of my friends, one of my friends said he was getting married at 26. So he said, no, I want my child to be 3 or 4. 3 by the time I'm 30. I don't want to be 50 when the child goes to school. These are not the reasons. Yeah. And what has happened, they're not able to conceive. So whatever you may plan, and they're stuck in a unhappy relationship. So whatever you may decide, like just think rationally, is what I would say.
That was a twist. I wasn't expecting for that.
No, because the reason was that, right? Okay. The reason to get married is to probably be a father or a mother, but you're not able to conceive. So how do you know if you take the decision of getting married to do this, that will happen? It's not necessary.
I completely agree. But Gen Z, I think the reason why I am a little bit hesitant towards marriage and relationships is because the Gen Z trends are just too confusing for me to follow through. And I am more confused than whether I come towards that Gen Z thing or I fall in the millennials back. Because millennials are also now, doing everything that Gen Zs are doing. They're just following the trends that these
Only
people are
desperate
doing.
millennials are doing it now.
Exactly. So now I'm completely confused on what we should do and how we should go about. Because I think for them, in a way, equations and relationships, just like you told about marriages, being an institution which is sacred since years. But now it has completely become distorted.
Yeah.
Dating has also become very distorted in that way. Like
What
there is
else?
situationship, there is dating.
Okay.
And being in a relationship, benching, सब कुछ चालू हो गया है.
Yeah.
So in this whole thing,
Yeah.
what do you have to say? Do you find these trends very overrated?
I don't understand how you just make a trend in dating. Like how people think that benching is a trend, so you follow that trend. It's so...
Exactly.
I don't know what to say to that. I mean, are you on purpose trying to follow a trend? Acha, now I will bench. I will bench my date. Like, क्या मतलब क्या है इसका? I don't understand.
It's like keeping someone on the sidelines. Even though you have some more. It's like options.
Everybody has options though.
वही same ही चीज है at the end.
Everybody has options. Even millennials keep their options and then they go with the best one. See, obviously you shouldn't hurt anybody. So you should be careful about that. That you're not hurting the other person. But apart from that, I think you can do what you like.
I love this attitude. I really like this attitude a lot. I'm going to follow this attitude. Do whatever you want. I don't care.
Unless you're not
Unless
don't
you're
hurt
not
the other
hurting
person.
other people. Yeah.
If you're
I like
benching
that
somebody
attitude,
and
yes.
that person is also benching you, then good. It's working for both of you.
Yeah. Tit for tat.
Yeah.
Chalega. But now that you're entering into Bollywood, in a way, into Bollywood, I would want to know what is your Bollywood wish list. And who is that one actor that you find is overrated and that one actor which is underrated in the industry?
You'll have to give me options because it's such a...
It has
the
to be...
range is so big. I don't know. Nothing is coming to my mind right now. So give me 3-4 names, then I'll tell you whether...
Okay, let's...
Like for example, Harshvardhan Rane is underrated. I just watched his movie Sanam Teri Kasam.
Yes.
And it came, I think, 8-10 years ago. Even I am one of those people who did not see it at that time and I just saw it.
Same year. Yes.
And I thought he was pretty good in it.
Wow. I agree with the answer for underrated. Who do you think is overrated, especially in the newcomers or even, before? But before actors, I feel they still do a lot of acting in their roles. But in the newcomers, who do you think is overrated?
All of them. Most of them, all of them. See, how do you rate an actor? Today, PR agencies just create a perception. And now it's all about perception. And there's so much perception created about this, that, oh, national crush. Anybody comes, one release has happened, national crush ho gaya hai, national crush ho gayi hai. So everybody in that sense is overrated only.
Very true.
Are there any good actors which are newcomers? Yes, there are. I really like Janvi Kapoor. She is a very good actor.
Anyone in the
Who as well?
in the male who's new, but you really like the acting a lot?
I've only seen, there are these two guys, Gibran Khan and Abhay Verma.
Oh yes, these are.
I think
really
they're good actors.
They're good actors. Yes,
And they just, I mean, Abhay Verma has done very well in his previous movie.
that's true.
I think Gibran Khan hasn't had the chance to showcase his full potential, but I feel like he has a lot of potential.
That's true. That's true. I agree with
You
that.
were expecting me to take other names.
No.
Okay.
I was expecting this only.
Okay.
Perfect names. Perfect names to go with. I do agree with you.
Yeah.
I completely agree with you about Gibran and Abhay
Yeah.
because I feel the same.
Yeah.
But we are ending the conversation on the note where I want to know, who do you want to work with? Who do you wish to work with next?
Everybody.
It's a generic.
Sab to do. I would like to work with everybody.
Okay, cool. Let's keep it to the.
But yeah, if you ask me somebody whose movies or shows that I've seen and I have felt like, oh wow, I would like to be a part of this world, would be
Yes.
Sanjay Leela Bhansali.
Wow, everybody. That's a constant in everybody's wish list.
Yeah.
Be it anybody, everybody wants to work with that man.
Because he makes
He's
such
really good.
incredible movies. Even today, if I see Devdas, what a movie that is! Like
That's true. That's
it's something
very
that we will look back and we'll draw inspiration from for years and years to come.
Absolutely.
So I would love to be a part of his universe.
Well, master for a reason. And on that note, thank you so much, Ratan,
Thank
for
you.
being on Pop Diaries and
Thank
sharing your story, your journey with us.
Thank
And I'm sure that people have got their answers finally. And now you know who Ratan Pratap is. And please do watch his shows when they come out and then when they're released. And he's a talent to be watched out for.
Thank you so much, Manjari. Thank
you.
you. Likewise. Please watch Pop Diaries and their shows also, and Manjari's podcast.
Thank you so much. Well, I was Manjari Mukherjee on Pop Diaries channel. What will you do? Like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to click on the bell icon. Don't forget to comment and let me know what you loved about this interview. Bye.